Hey folks, I'm Tony.
And I'm Tina.
And we're TNT RVing. So we're here at RCD RV Supercenter in Medina, Ohio. And what are we checking out today, Teen?
We are checking out this brand new 2026 Rockwood Mini Lite. It's a 2509S. It's a bunkhouse and it has a Murphy bed. So come on, let's check it out.
Alrighty, let's get this tour started. And I'm gonna put all of the specs down in the box below here. And I always like to start off at the dock light switch here. So let's take a look here at the dock light. Nice, beautiful front cap, Rockwood, Flagstaff. They always do a great job with their one-piece fiberglass front cap, automotive windshield, nice bright light, of course. You got this rock guard that I really like. Lippert, they're providing them with this powder-coated frame. I really like that for the longevity of the unit. The back here, we got room for 2 lead-acid batteries, room for 2 30-pound propane tanks, and of course you got an electric tongue jack here. And this has that bypass. If there's ever an issue here, you use that little speed handle and you can raise and lower it as needed. So I'm going to shut off this light here since we're running on our battery pack here. So working our way around up front here, we start off down below. We have manual stabilizers. A lot of people still like those manual stabilizers. On the side here, this is if you'd like to add an additional solar to this, you'd have to have a controller as well, and this will help keep that battery top charged. Of course, this comes standard 200 watt solar, and then you have an 1800 watt inverter as well. Let's take a look here inside our storage compartment. As Tina said, this has a Murphy bed, so you have a little bit of room. If you look underneath here, see that there's storage underneath here. It's just not as tall. I really like the slam latches as well. I like that. Up top, look at this nice awning, frameless windows. And let's open up the door here. And this has a friction hinge, which I really like. In these light winds, you set it and it will stay in place. In the event you get into some real heavy winds and you want to leave this open, you go ahead and hook up this arm right here. So we're going to leave this open. I want to show you this grab bar, the safety rail that they're putting on this. I really, really, really like this. And the reason why I like it is you actually have a handhold all the way up the steps, which is neat. And it just stores simply by inserting the pin when you're deployed there. Go ahead and we're going to lift up these steps, and I want to show you how easy that is. They actually want to close on their own because it has a gas shock assist. So right underneath here is a gas shock, and that helps offset the weight of the steps and allows it to come up easily. The other thing I want to point out, when you want to have just the screen door open, this has what's called a screen shot. So it will close the door automatically, which is nice. So let's go ahead.
What's the name of those stairs?
These stairs, they're made by a company right there in Indiana. And oh yeah, Morride. I remember now. Tina and I actually got to tour Morride, and it is an incredible facility. They have a lot of neat automated equipment and stuff. It's amazing what they do other than RV parts. So we're very fortunate to be able to tour that company, and they make some great products. So obviously we gotta give them a plug, right? So let's go ahead. I'm gonna close this. We'll just close the screen door so we get some airflow.
There you go.
All right, let's go back up top here. This has 2 outdoor speakers. We've got your range, oven, exhaust, and when you want to open that up, you actually press underneath there, and then your fan will blow out all that. Frameless windows, your Suburban water heater. Here's your Suburban furnace as well. And what I like about this is now you can take these 4 screws out, get to the back of it. If there's servicing, you don't have to remove the whole unit. So I really like that they did that as well. You have a nice rail here. You can buy a shelf that attaches here. You can do a number of things with that as well. Power. You also have satellite cable connection there. Let's pan down here. I want to show them these wheels. they changed the design of the wheels, the rims. I really like that. And this has the RVing TPMS system. So it has a tire pressure monitoring system, Dexter torsion axles, comes standard with the Goodyear Endurance tires, which I really like. And I'm going to show you when we go around the other side what those Dexter torsion axles look like as well. Continuing along, here's a television bracket there. Here's your windows for your bunks. And then this is sort of neat, Tina, for a Mini Lite. Take a look here. You got this nice big door, magnetic catch, which you like. You've got a refrigerator right here. And this refrigerator will only work when you are plugged into shore power, which is really neat. And then if you want to do some cooking here, you can cook to your heart's content right there, which is nice. And then right back here as well, here's your hot and cold water. This is the little curly hose that plugs in there. And I like this because you can rinse off whatever you need to rinse off. And it's right here on the campside as opposed to on the flip side, which I like. Alrighty, so that's your mini outdoor kitchen, which I really like. And then working our way around the back here, Tina. So right here is your 250-pound capacity ladder to get up to the fully walkable roof, of course. You're prepped for a rear camera. Again, this bumper, which I really like, is welded to the frame. The receiver, same thing, it's welded to the frame of the RV. Spare tire. Let's take a look at the inside here. And this is our bunks. We'll get a little sneak peek of the inside, Tina, if you want to show them that. And then here's some storage. The other neat thing is this can actually lift up, and then here's the pin to hold it up. You can fit bikes. Yeah. You can fit a paddle board. You can fit all sorts of stuff in here, which I really kind of like as well. So I like that there's a door there as well. Teen, let's go up top and I want to show them what the roof looks like.
Okay.
So up top here, we've got our 200-watt solar panel. We got a couple Maxxer vent fans. There's that Winegard antenna, 15,000 BTU AC unit. And that's what that looks like. Of course, you got the TPO roof membrane. That's got a lifetime warranty. So let's go back down. Alrighty, working around the side here. Here is your city water connection, your antifreeze intake, cable and satellite. Right here is your black tank flush, and this is your 30 amp power right here. Low point drains are down below. Gray tank, black tank right here is your black tank right there. This is your gray tank. I like that. And then here is another view of the Dexter torsion axles, never adjust brakes. It's that RVing TPMS system, tire pressure monitoring system, along with these wonderful Goodyear Endurance tires. So, and then there's our slide. That's a rack and pinion slide, which I really like. And let's, here, the low point drain is underneath there. Probably like right in there somewhere. Pass that off to Tina. Come along, team. We have another frameless window. This is actually the emergency exit. And then underneath here, this magnetic catch, take a look here. This is your dinette. It's one of the things I really like about Rockwood Flagstaff. They use an aluminum construction to support all of their bed frames and their dinettes, which is nice. Continuing along, take a look here. Here's some more storage. And this is a little taller. So you can put your like stick back or what have you in that as well.
Yeah, we've always thought, oh, you could put golf clubs. And then somebody at a campground is like, that's where we put our stick vacuum cleaner. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. So perfect place for it.
Continuing along, another frameless window. And freshwater tank drain is right over here. So let me show you where that is. That's right there. And then over here is your fresh water tank fill.
Be careful opening that because the window is open there.
Yes. And when that window is open, might as well point out, you're not going to be able to magnetically hold this up. So something to be aware of. And here's your 30 amp power cord and some miscellaneous tools. And Tina, that wraps up the exterior. Now it's your turn to show us the interior.
Let's go.
Alrighty, so here's another look at the all-new 2026 Rockwood Mini Lite 2509S. Let's go see what Tina's up to.
Come on inside, but before you do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But come on inside this great bunkhouse Murphy bed combination. We're gonna start our tour.
Wait, these lights are a little bit stroby.
Oh,
Here, let's do this.
I was trying to get
them way up.
I had them all the way up, and then they were strobing on their own.
Oh.
There we go. Okay.
All right, our battery pack is having some issues.
So as you enter, right off here to your left, you've got great drawer space. I'm already claiming that as your junk drawer. So two junk drawer spaces, and then here's an access panel here. But here's your WeRV panel where you can have access to your interior lights and your slides, and you can check out your battery power levels and your battery power levels as well as your tank levels. But with the WeRV, you can also access it on your smartphone, so you can turn on your awning lights with your phone and that type of thing. So here's an outlet here, and here's your solar controller here. So over here, you've got your closet space here, as well as on this side, drawer space as well. But so you've got your couch, which is amazing, and then this folds down as your Murphy bed. You can easily fit 3 people across here, or you push this down. Nice cup holders in the middle and a comfy sofa for 2. It does have this little kick plate for your feet, so this is actually pretty comfortable. Okay, so we have this great pantry space here. It could be used for extra closet space for the kiddos in the bunk right there. So this, did you see how deep that is? That was really deep. So as we're working our way over here to the dinette, look at these drawers. Now look how long and deep those drawers are. There's a lot of storage space in here. It's pretty nice. So you got your dinette here. This does fold down, and then this turns into a bed. So you technically could sleep 6 people here with it. Bunks here and the Murphy bed. This is a pretty big unit. So you also have storage space up here, and those do stay open, which I really like, and they're soft close. So we're gonna work our way over here. This is the other pantry, and this is shallow, which is great for all your canned goods and boxes of cereal and that kind of stuff. So this is a panel here to access your water lines for the bathroom back there. So here's your Magic Chef refrigerator, which opens here and opens on this side. So I'm thinking the kiddos in the bunk are gonna be accessing their juice boxes right here. I actually like it up. Here's the converter down here, the smart converter, because with that there, look how high up your freezer is, so you have access to your freezer drawer. This is cool. I like it. So you have your Magic Chef stovetop here, which is pretty slick, and you've got your oven. Really nice. What's nice about these is when you turn on the light, there we go. See how they're blue when they're off? When you turn them on, they're red. So you know when your stove is on, or your burners are on. It's pretty cool. Wish ours had that. So, oh wait a minute, maybe our new one does. So to show the microwave, here's your Magic Chef microwave up here. I don't remember if I did. And over here you've got your drawer space. You've got your little cubby for your sink. There's a little drawer here, as well as this nice deep drawer here. So if you don't have enough prep space in your kitchen here, you do have this little extension, which is pretty cool because that does give you more prep space. I do like that. And it does fold down nicely. So we're gonna work our way over here to the bunks. Should I get up in these bunks? No. So this is almost like a double. So you've got your puck lights here, you've got a window, there's a light switch, as well as a USB. If I were a kid, I'd love to hang out up here.
Heck yeah.
And then there's this little like privacy curtain here as well. So then down below you have equal amount of space, and then it has a little tap light under here. And they have a USB as well as an actual outlet. And this is where it does lift up. I'm going to shut that off. This is where it does lift up, so you can access that door from the outside, put your bikes or your kayaks or what have you. And it does have the cargo net, which you can fasten like so. so things don't go flying out during travel. So this is pretty slick. So we're gonna work our way into the bathroom. Oh, and you have your thermostat here, as well as an outlet, as well as your carbon monoxide detector. So you've got your air conditioning up here. I did forget to point out there was a max air vent fan over the Murphy bed couch area, as well as one here in the bathroom. So look at this nice space in this bathroom. This is pretty cool.
There's a lot of room in there.
There is a lot of room in here. So this is also pretty cool because this is a little tub. So if you had little ones, you actually have a tub. So you got your bunks and a tub for the kids. That's cool. But what I really like about this, and I know a lot of people will, it's a curtain, not those glass doors you have to worry about. So it is a little tight, but I mean, my gosh, you could shower easily in here. This is pretty cool. So
I like
thanks to the skylight. So you got your bath there. Here's your toilet, which everybody says I should sit on the toilet, so I'm going to sit on the toilet. But this is great because look at it. I mean, you have like plenty of room. That actually is in a great spot. So I don't know where else you would put it, but so anyways, you got your window here. You do have a little bit of cupboard space down here. Actually, there's quite a bit. I like this angled sink because look at how much storage then you have up here too, because you have the angle there. So that's a really nice space for the bathroom if you're hauling around kiddos. So I do like this unit.
It is. It's surprisingly, there's a lot of sleeping space in this unit.
Yeah. So we're going to set up the camera and then we're going to open up the Murphy bed.
Let's do it.
Show that. So, okay. Okay, so Tony wants me to try to tackle this, so this ought to be interesting. But there are directions here, and it is supposed to be pretty easy. We'll see. So you pull the jackknife sofa out. So like so. Okay. So you do that. I'm going to take my shoes off. I'm going to crawl on here, and you're going to pull these little pins out. These are pretty tight. Only because they haven't been used. And I'm trying not to break a nail. So, do that here. Wow! Now what you want to do is make sure you don't put your fingers here, because that's where it's going to pinch, because this is going to swing. So you don't want to do what I'm almost doing. You put it here like so. Bring it down. Ta-da! There's your Murphy bed. That is a nice mattress. Holy cow. And look at this giant window you have here for your front cap. And you've got a little shelf space back there. This is really nice. This is a nice mattress.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Right?
Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you found this video helpful, useful, entertaining possibly. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to TNT RVing.
Yeah, give us a big thumbs up, a like, and we'll see you at the campground.
RVing, TNT.